we are going to be doing some baking today. This is some exclusive content just for you. Today we will be doing something very simple because I'm going to be testing out some new stuff today, and it is going to be using box mix cake mix to make some cupcakes, but we're going to be adding a little extra things to it to give it a little bit more flavor and a little bit more fun. Just ways to kind of spruce up something that anyone could buy, which is of course the box mix. And what I have is some chocolate chips, and we'll also be using some melting chocolate with it today. And that is going to be our day. So this is actually a butter cake. It's one of my favorite of the box mix cakes. It uses butter and eggs and 1 cup of water. It's a little bit too much butter, but it's fine. So you got 1 cup of water, and it's supposed to be about 1/3 cup of the butter. And we'll be mixing that then with 3 eggs. The thing that's fun with the butter cakes is they don't use the oil like some of the others. It uses butter in place of it. And so it's got a bit fun taste. So this stuff here had to soften the butter. I do know I have just like a little bit too much butter, but it's not so bad. So that we've got that all in here. Gonna be mixing what's in here first. Just a little bit, get it a little pre-mixed before we add in the box. It's usually how I enjoy doing a lot of the things, is getting stuff just a little bit mixed before we add in the powder. With the butter, it's not as easy because it's, it's butter. It needs to be mixed in with the other thing. All right, putting in this. This is, of course, best done with a hand mixer. Well, really what you should be using is a whisk, and I'm just using a spoon because I didn't feel like having to dig all the butter out. You need to make sure that it's mixed well. Getting a good. So now that we've got butter, I'm actually going to be using this one. So these are sweet, semi-sweet mini chocolate chips, and we are going to be dumping basically what's left of my bag in here. And we're going to be folding them up until they're nice and mixed. So it's probably a little hard for you to see, but they're the little dark spots in here. It was actually probably a really good really good amount there. So now we have our cupcake batter mixed in with little chocolate chips. And that's how we'll be baking it, is with that. And as cupcakes, they won't take. So now let's go ahead and get our pans. This, now we just need to bake it, and since it's cupcakes, they're actually not going to be in too long, only about 15 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and get them going here. Alexa, set timer. All right, there's 1. And 2. Try to make sure that they're on there. Alrighty, and there's that. Nice and baked. So what we need them to do now is cool, basically. And when they're done cooling, what we're gonna do is, this is melting chocolate. So they're just little chocolate pellets. And I'm gonna be filling this bowl a little bit with some, and then we're gonna be putting it on top of these to and then let it dry and harden. Probably don't need them cool. We're gonna be doing our best to transfer them out of these. Alright, so these have been cooling for a little while. They're at about 8 minutes or so, which means I'm going to take the chocolate that we have, and since we've got it out on here, I'm probably going to be able to do what I wanted to originally do, which was dip them. I'm going to go ahead and start getting the chocolate melted, and we'll try to get this moving. Alright, so we've got the chocolate. Whoop, it's basically melting here. So now I'm just going to stir it up to liquefy it. And this is the part where you gotta move a little quickly. So we've got, Alexa, stop timer. So now these have cooled for 10 minutes. I'm gonna try with one of these. So the goal. Okay, yeah, we're gonna spread it. I immediately spilled it down the side. The thing with chocolate spread is it works best dipped. But maybe it doesn't need to be over the whole thing. Maybe maybe it's just for a little effect. All right, and there we go. We have some chocolate dipped cupcakes with chocolate chips inside them. So they've got a little bit going on, and as they cool here, continue cooling, the chocolate is going to harden and make like a magic shell top. And that was the goal today. So this is just a little bit of fun. Most of the time it took was the baking and just kind of the parts that normal box mix takes. Not too much effort to make something a little extra for whoever, you know. I'm gonna try this one. I don't think the chocolate's completely hardened yet, but I want to see how the chocolate chips on the inside go. Oof. Ooh, they look the ones on the bottom stuck to the paper. Okay. And chocolate chips are like just little pockets of just sudden little crunch almost in it. That was really good. It's a really good butter cake. Came out very well. And the chocolate chips aren't a strong taste because there's so many, but you can tell them, like you hit them. It's kind of like the little candies in a cosmic brownie. So just a little extra of something that you feel, and then the chocolate topping is really good. But the vanilla is definitely, the butter cake is definitely overpowering in a very good way, where it's just a very good, oh, it's very, very good. Very rich. I love the butter cake. So I highly recommend this, and it was a lot of fun and really, really delicious.